There's a great value in being quiet. When you listen more than you speak, you actually learn something. And I know you've heard that before. All the teachers in school, this is where I've heard it from at least. All the teachers in school are always like, listen more than you speak. And a lot of school is kind of wrong, but that's actually very true. If you listen more than you speak, then you learn stuff. And also, the words that you say are more valuable to others because you know those people that always talk, like they just always talking, they're just yapping, they're just chatting, right? Those people, like just think about it. You have no respect for their words. You do not care what they're talking about. Their speech has no value because they're always talking. If somebody's always talking, they don't have anything good to say. And you know those kids, the weird quiet ones, well, they're not always weird, but the quiet kids that are like always have their heads down when they say something, at least for my experience, right? The class tends to listen because they're like, we've never even heard this dude's voice before. I wonder what he has to say. If you speak less, then the words that you speak, other people value them more. Kind of just makes sense, right? We've all experienced that. The kids that always talk too much and the kids who never talk. We value this guy's talking more because it's rare. And we don't value this guy because there's always words come out of him. And let's go back to the learning more if you talk less. So imagine you're in this situation with 5 people and you're one of the 5, right? And there's this amount of time that you have to talk. Let's say you talk for 10% of that time. There's 90% of that time where you are learning new stuff or you're possibly learning new stuff. And if you're talking, let's say for 40% of the time, you get less time to learn. In this situation, if you're talking more, you're learning less because when you're talking, you already know what you're talking about, right? But if when you're listening, you could be learning new things. So learn to be quiet. And I'm not saying be some Sigma male where you're like in the corner of the room, like you're standing like this in the corner of the room. Just like don't do that, right? I'm not saying to be weird. All I'm saying is that like you need to be observant. Like with me and my friends, I'll give a real life example with me, right? Let's say all 5 of us are in the gym. And that's probably the place I talk the most actually. But a lot of the time I'll say something and I'll let the other people talk and I'll just kind of watch them talking and learn new stuff. Like I don't be talking anything crazy, right? I'll be quiet for most of the time. I'm not weird. I'm not like socially awkward. I'm just listening more than I speak. Learn to be quiet. Learn to stop talking so much. Stop yapping. Stop chatting. Just be observant. Listen more than you speak. I know it's very basic advice, but it is true. That's all I got. If you want to learn how to be saved, I have a video here. If you want to learn how to start self-improvement, I have a video here. Thank you for watching. Praise God.